Gears and Elvis Duran in the Morning Show, online exclusive.
Hi, Nick. Come on in. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Good to see you, buddy. Have a seat. Relaxed. You have your iced coffee going?
I have my iced coffee going.
But according to your coffee, your name is Chris.
Yeah, that was my friend who went and grabbed it for me. He's very nice. I was still rolling out of bed, but I feel highly energized this morning and happy to be here.
So I know you're doing a lot of work right now to back up the single and the album that's coming out.
Yeah, a little bit.
And so what time did you go to bed last night?
I went to bed last night at like 11:30. It's actually not that bad.
Is that early for you?
It's pretty early for me. You guys are up at the crack of...
Yeah, pretty much.
Something.
That's like a normal human being time to go to bed, actually. I would imagine you go to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning and
I
wake
usually
up at 5.
do. Usually it's like, around 3. And I get up around like 7 or 8.
Let's talk about a few things. Let's talk about the TV show.
Okay.
Kingdom.
Kingdom.
I saw the preview for this, several weeks ago. It looks very intense.
It is super intense. I was shooting in a place called Whittier in California, which is about an hour away from LA. And thankfully I had that car ride home every day because leaving set, it was just heavy. I mean, you become this other person in this other world for 12 hours out of your day, every day for 4 months. It can start to weigh on you a little bit, but this show is beautifully written and the cast is amazing. And I was just really happy to be a part of it. I had to work really hard to get the role, and it was a really pretty incredible thing. Well,
Nick, tell everyone what your character does in this show. I mean, you're a member of a family it's a fighting family.
Yes. So basically, the show is based around a family of MMA fighters based in Venice Beach, California, and each one of us, it's an ensemble cast. Each one of us has a real fight in their life outside of just whatever we have in the ring.
Right.
Most fighters, that we've all met and that we've worked with have a reason why they fight. It's what you know, it's what you do, it's what you're good at, so you have to do it. And for these people, their lives are extremely complicated, and they sort of get thrown into this world, and we pick up when it gets at its kind of craziest point.
Now, are you guys actually fighting in these scenes? I mean, how far do you take it?
Yeah, well, if you know anything about the MMA world, I had this guy, Cub Swanson, who is one of the top fighters in the world right now. He's the guy that I fight in the first episode. So we had some pretty incredible real fighters. The guy, Joe Daddy Stevenson, trained me, and the other cast members for the show. He works under Greg Jackson, who's one of the most famous fight coaches in the world. So we had some real sort of MMA blood in us, and we actually did get our hands on each other a little bit and go to work.
How long do you have to train for something like this?
Well, I did about 2 months of strength training before, tried to gain about 15 to 20 pounds of muscle, and then the fight training on top of that.
Wow.
So it was a long process, but it was all worth it.
You still have all this muscle?
Yeah, some of it. I was pretty.
You want to borrow some of? You want to use some of mine?
Could I borrow some?
I got. What do you need? You need some fat, some muscle. I got everything.
Oh my God.
I'm a wholesale walking machine of stuff that you need for your body. So when you were growing up with your brothers, did you guys ever used to beat the living hell out of each other?
We never really got physical with each other. I mean, we were younger, a little bit, wrestling and stuff, but once we got to a point where we were big enough where we could actually hurt each other, we were just not that interested in it.
Right.
I mean, verbal abuse, like, all the time.
Or psychological warfare.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah.
Those Jonas brothers, they really beat the hell out of each other psychologically. When you get to play with your niece, does that thought ever, like a lightning bolt, go through your head? I could do this. I could be a daddy.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think about it, but I think it's kind of a timeline that is further down the road than right now. But she's amazing. The best part about it is you can play with her, or you can hang out and just hand it right back.
I know.
Hand her back.
See what he said?
Yeah, when she gets cranky.
Hand it right back.
Yeah.
She doesn't cry, though. I mean, I was there for, I think, 12 hours, and she didn't cry once. It was unbelievable.
That's a weird baby.
She's super
She's
weird.
a happy baby.
Yeah.
All right, so Jealous.
Yes.
Let's hear about where the song Jealous is from.
Jealous, the concept of a song is that someone was looking at my girlfriend while we were out for a little bit too long. It was uncomfortably long. And instead of going to a place that I would regret, using the training I had just been doing, I decided to go to the studio the next day and write this song. And after it was done, the immediate listen, I feel like, is the beat and the vibe of the song. It's cutting out an 80s vibe, a bit of soul in it. And then as you listen more, I feel like you tap into what it's actually about. and kind of the heart behind that. And just nice to see that people are connecting with the really kind of human element of this song.
Well, other than dealing with the thought and the feeling of jealousy through the song, did you actually have a conversation with her about it after it happened?
Yeah, you know, I think the biggest thing for me, and I worked with a great director in the video who actually made me think a lot about it, was that at the end of the day, I think jealousy is all in your head. You know, in my relationship at least, I know she loves me, I know I love her. Like, there's no insecurity there. That's all fine. But it's about it being in your head and building up these things that can really overtake you.
I know, but, you know, but in your dating life, Nick, I mean, haven't you ever had someone, like a guy, approach a woman you were with at the bar or at a restaurant and actually start talking to her, knowing full well you're there?
Oh yeah, I mean, and yes, that has happened. And yeah, Olivia is she's a person in public life as well. You know, she was Miss USA and then Miss Universe for a year and a half, and so she had plenty of that going on while we were together. And you know, it's kind of a compliment. You know, at the end of the day, you just have to embrace it as that. And I learned to laugh at it. But it's really funny though when you give like the really firm handshake and they try to like turn your hand over.
Oh yeah.
You ever had that happen to you?
Show me that. I don't understand.
It's like,
ow, stop it.
What's up, buddy? It's like, did you just buddy me? You can't buddy
Like a
me.
control
Tell you,
thing.
when I was Miss Universe,
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm not even going to tell you my story now. Screw you. Nick Jonas is performing live after his rum chata shot, so you know it's going to be good. That's coming up right after this.
Music up, and I'm puffing my chest. I'm turning red in the face. You can call me obsessed. It's not your fault that they hover. I'm no disrespect. It's my right to be hellish. I still get jealous. Not to say I still get jealous.